Namaskaram and hi everyone. I'm Rasini. Welcome to Sadguruvi Parvel. I hope that you all are doing well, healthy and safe during this COVID-19 pandemic. Please stay safe at home and don't go out unnecessarily unless if it is really needed for emergency purposes. Do you still remember? If you watched my previous video, what is the one most important thing that I recommended in the first part of the video itself? Yes, it is SMS, which is Sashtanga, Makarasana and Simhakriya. This is a set of practices Sadhguru has highly recommended for all layers of people in the society to take up for themselves and practice them daily to create a higher boosting immunity system and also to raise oxygen levels in the body. If you have not watched that video, please click into this link right now and most importantly, please share with your family and friends. Previously, I talked about two important days which are Purnima and Ekadashi. Purnima is the full moon day while Ekadashi is the 11th day that falls twice in a lunar cycle, which is before Purnima and before Amavasya. So yes, today we are going to talk about Amavasya, which is the new moon or no moon day. When it comes to Amavasya, many people are thinking that Amavasya means darkness and inauspiciousness because when you look up at the night sky, do you see the moon? No moon or new moon means a new lunar cycle is going to start, which starts off with darkness. Means the moon will not be visible for you. It is there, of course it will disappear, but it's just that the light from the sun is not being reflected to the surface of the moon. So you will not see them in the night sky. But instead of taking this night so negatively as if it's going to be a doomsday for you, please know that Amavasya is a very important day for those who are seeking liberation. It can be so simple to a level of liberating yourself from compulsive cycles and the limitations, barriers that you have set for yourself. Just like this quote of Sadhguru says, the tinge of Shiva being the destroyer on this day can be really tasted and it's the time you drink it. Why should we destroy? Shouldn't we keep creating and attracting abundance? Yes, you should. But just like the Tamil saying that goes, Idamum Kadandu Pogum, which is this too shall pass, nothing is going to be there permanently in our lives. The only thing that is going to be there forever is the way we keep ourselves within and what we dispel around us. It is from there that will determine how external situations are going to be like with us. This is also a very important day for us to pay our respect for those who have departed. Let it be our family or friends. And this is the day we remind for ourselves about our mortal nature, that time is ticking. Death is not something that we should escape from. All of us are going to die one day. It is just that when you have that awareness that today, even today might be the last day of your life, you will not waste your time. There is no time to hate. There is no time to choose whom to love. There is no time to be choosy, to be stingy, to be angry, to waste your time into compulsions and repetitive nonsense. Shivaratri comes right before Amavasya. Shivaratri is also the day where the natural need to know, to seek the unknown, to seek the boundless, and also to admit that you don't know many things about yourself and the vast mysterious creation itself, this wanting to seek is high on this day due to the natural upsurge of energies. But especially on Amavasya, it is very important for you to use this day to fully look into yourself, especially about your compulsive cycles. So to fully make use of this day, I'd like to share 5 important tips that you can practice. Just if you can't practice all of them, that's fine, but at least if you take up one of them and keep it consistent, at least on every Amavasya, it will be great. So firstly, when we say about a new lunar cycle, it means we are stepping into some new beginnings too. When you want to welcome something that is new and fresh, you have to open the way for it in yourself and also in the things around you. Just imagine how are you going to welcome something that is so fresh and new when your room or your home, your place or even your email inbox or your phone inbox is so cluttered and messed up. So firstly, I would highly recommend that at least one day before Amavasya, please clean your place, your room, your home or whatever. Give a thorough cleaning as much as possible. However, you can commit to completely clean and polish the entire place with vibrancy and brightness, please do that in whichever way possible. You can also please delete unnecessary things in your social media, in your WhatsApp, in your emails, or wherever that you feel it is too cluttered and messy. Secondly, I would highly recommend you to journal for yourself, just like how I have my own journal. On Purnima, we were talking about how we see for ourselves and what abundance we have attracted, right? What is the fullness or wholeness we are experiencing. But during this Amavasya, write down for yourself on what are the things that you have lost. It doesn't necessarily have to be about losing a loved one or losing your job or losing an opportunity. You can write that, but see for yourself on what are the negativities that you lost. You might have lost your certain fear on something or your habit of nagging on things. So see what are those compulsions that you have lost that brings a new freshness for your life. But as we all know, we might not be perfect all the time. There are still some compulsions that are still sticking to us. So write down for yourself on what you'd like to let go this Amavasya. Which leads to the third tip, which is when you want to write down about what you want to let go this Amavasya, write them down on a piece of paper too. And just like how we did for Purnima, burn them in a vessel and observe the fire, the crackling, vibrant fire which burns all the negativities that you wrote in that paper, where it also burns the negativity within you. So whatever that you see burning over there, you have to see for yourself that it's time to let go too. Moving on to the fourth tip, which is remind yourself constantly about your mortal nature, especially on this day. Destroying and letting go something that is so toxic and negative will bring and welcome something that is new, positive and vibrant. But at the same time, we need to know that we won't be in these bodies for a very long time. So remind yourself constantly, at least for every hour, that oh my god, I am going to die. It's not like that. It is just that, okay, my time is short. So how can I make this as the best day of my life, not only for myself, but how can I offer this to other people? We should make death as something that is so compassionate and liberating, not as something that is so burdensome, inauspicious, or a taboo matter. And lastly, yes, of course, I'd like to highly recommend for you to attend something called as Shivanga Smriti. Shivanga Smriti is held on every Amavasya, where live web streams will be open to all, where you can attend and take part into devotional offerings for Shiva on this great day of Amavasya. You can attend the Shivanga Smriti through the link that I will be posting in the description of this video. So all you have to do is just go to Shivanga's official YouTube channel, subscribe them, support them and subscribe them, and also sit at least 5 minutes before the time where the Smriti starts. The Smriti will start at 7 PM IST, so it's best if you can sit around 6:50 PM IST and enjoy the entire web stream. My experience of attending the Shivanga Smriti last month Amavasya was a very groundbreaking and unforgettable one, as I was going through some doubts for myself on why some things are going on to me with the very cyclical nature. Why am I unable to let go of some things? Why am I still taking some things for granted or looking low at some things? But this one Shivanga Smriti that I attended that I will never forget is it opened up such an unimaginable possibility where I never thought that it could happen for me. So really, it is the most it is the day like I really lost my pride, so-called pride on that day, because I don't know, I just felt so small, like a tiny speck, which is the truth. That is how we should feel, and I felt so tiny in this vast creation, and it just overwhelmed me so much that I started to take this commitment for my life that I'm not going to waste my life anymore and do truly what is needed for myself and also for everyone around me. That is why I say mortal nature, the reminder for yourself that you are mortal. This thing got truly enhanced for me after I attended the Shivanga Smriti, which is why I completely recommend you very, very highly to attend this, please. Because when it comes to devotion, which is one of the most misused and misunderstood word, people think devotion must be about a religion or something, but devotion is the most important thing if you want to liberate yourself from the cyclical nonsense of your life. Once you see that you don't know so many things and you become such a tiny speck, you will be like, what is this? And that question, what is this, is so good because it opens up for you to know things sincerely and honestly. So I would really highly I would highly urge you to please go and attend this Shivanga Smriti. The link is right there in the description, so please do not miss it. So I hope that you will practice all of these 5 practices, or at least pick up whatever necessary that you can at highest possibility. If you really like this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe to Sadhguru Parveen. Please stay safe, take care, and Till the next time I see you, turning inwards is the only way out. Namaskaram.
Dreamy, breezy.